Hey guys, so in one of my last videos, I showed you my process for restoring these vintage LEGO Knight minifigures from the Yellow Castle set. They were part of this huge vintage haul I got off Facebook Marketplace. Super cool, but also super dirty. The person who sold it to me literally told me he found these in the trash, like on the side of the road, in a garbage bag. I found pieces for tons more vintage castle sets, as well as vintage space, pirates, ninja, adventurers, and so much more. So follow along if you'd like to see me restore more of these old sets. All in all, it took about 2 weeks of on and off cleaning before I was done. Honestly, it was a grueling process, but hopefully worth it in the end. Anyway, I decided the first set I wanted to rebuild was the Yellow Castle set. I thought the yellow bricks would be the easiest to pick out of the lot, and that if I was missing any, it would be fairly easy to pull a replacement part out of my own pieces. So here was my process of sorting the pieces out of the freshly cleaned bulk. I ended up getting a parts list off Bricklink and using my iPad to create a checklist. I was happy to find the original flag piece with sticker mostly intact, despite being a bit discolored. Miraculously, I ended up finding almost all the original parts in the bulk lot. Unfortunately, there were some discolored old gray bricks, as well as some damaged yellow bricks that I did end up replacing for my own collection. Another minor tragedy was discovering I was missing a few of the base plates, but ultimately I decided they were a bit too damaged anyway, and opted to build the set on a brand new 32 by 32 green base plate. You can see here that the set is meant to open up on hinges, a really cool play feature, but not terribly important to me since I'll mainly have this just as a display piece. I have to say I wasn't expecting this build to challenge me as much as it did. It's been a while since I built a vintage set, and I can safely say we are very spoiled by today's instruction manuals. As much as I've scoffed at the overly simplified instructions found in today's sets, the Yellow Castle left me missing the extra guidance. I was genuinely frustrated at a few points in the build, and I even had to rebuild sections of the castle where I didn't pay enough attention or just simply misunderstood the instructions. I will say it was extremely satisfying attaching these 3 towers to the build. It turned what, to me, up until this point, looked like just a hunk of yellow wall into a real castle in just a few seconds. So next up, I built the drawbridge. The string for the pulley system was long gone, but I was able to easily replace it with some black thread. I might be wrong, but I don't think LEGO has used thread like this in a set in some time. I kind of miss seeing it, along with magnets, suction cups, and other weird attachment systems. And look at that working drawbridge. Ignore the fact that I attached it incorrectly. Like I said, I was having a hard time with the instructions. I'll be honest, as much as I tried to clean them, some of these bricks are still scratched or discolored. I might do a Bricklink order at some point to replace the worst ones, but I haven't decided yet. And one last little build for this set, the Knight's horses. Kind of primitive looking compared to the molded horses that would be released in just a few years, but they have a charm all their own. And finally, here it is. The mostly complete Yellow Castle set, number 375. Or the remake, I'm not sure which this is. A few of the stickered bricks never did turn up, and like the other damaged parts, I might order a replacement at some point. But all in all, I think this turned out pretty well for a pile of bricks destined for the landfill. I hope you enjoyed watching me restore this old set. Like and follow if you want to see me rebuild more of those vintage sets I mentioned, as well as some mocks I have in the works. Anyway, thanks for watching.